Hello everybody, Bill Platt here, and along with Di Hauser, we've decided to put together the Book a Day system for you. This is something I've had in the back of my mind for a couple of years, and now that I've joined forces with Di Hauser, it came together really quickly. So without further ado, let me go ahead and give you a walkthrough of this. It's going to take about 15 minutes to go through this entire system and to show you what we have available for you. Now, my friend Debbie, she's actually been publishing journals and diaries in the way that I'm going to demonstrate to you. And she has published 1,128 journals and diaries in just 2 years' time. And she is able to make enough money from her publishing business that it's going to take care of her for the rest of her life. So it's a really good thing to do it this way. But let me go ahead and get you into the back side here so you can see what we've actually put together for you. Now, we do have training available, and the training is geared to help get you up to speed quickly with what you need to be doing within this process. And so we've got a section on Create Space Training, which is roughly 8 videos, and he'll walk you through everything you need to do, everything you need to know, to be able to upload your book to CreateSpace for publication. Now, any book published on CreateSpace is a print book. We're not dealing with e-books here. These are print books. And once you get uploaded and approved with CreateSpace, they will make it available for sale on Amazon, on the iBook Store, on Barnes & Noble, and wherever people might find your books. They can make a purchase, and you will be paid a monthly royalty check. So with these books, we're looking at probably $2 to $15 per book sold royalties. So if you're at the $10 mark or at the $15 mark, you don't need to sell that many books each month to make a nice living from your publishing business. So let me go ahead and get started here, and we'll go through this real quick. The first thing I need to note is whenever you see the word Microsoft Word formatted document, we're talking about a formatting specification for software. We're not talking about you have to own Microsoft Word, because you don't have to own Microsoft Word. Anytime you have a doc or docx format, almost every word processing software on the planet will process those files. I personally use LibreOffice, which is free. It's owned by Sun Microsystems. And OpenOffice is a very similar application. It's just an older version, owned by Apache. And the two of them, they are the same basic software with some minor variations. And they both will open and edit the doc and the docx format, and both will save to the same format. So the fact that we call it Microsoft Word Starter Templates, we're only talking about the printing standard, not the software itself. You do not need to own Microsoft Word in order to make this work for you. So we've got everything formatted. We got a 6x9 template for you, an 8x10 format for you, and an 8.5x11 template format for you. And the reason for these different sizes, the 6x9, if you're not aware, is like your novel, the pocket books, just dime store novels. And then your 8.5x11 is a standard sheet of paper that you used in school. And the 8x10 is just slightly smaller than the notebook paper. So these are the sizes we're working with. Now, where it matters is like if you're setting up a journal for maybe a busy housewife. She would probably want it in a 6x9 format so she can slip it into her purse for easy transportation. If we're talking about somebody who has a diary and they're using the diary in their bedroom and they never take their diary out of the bedroom, the 8.5x11 might be the perfect format for them because it gives them more writing area, and they don't have to, since they don't take it out of their bedroom, they don't have to worry about storage size for transportation purposes. So that's the reason you would want to choose a variety of these templates. Maybe you want to do some journals and diaries and planners for um, housewives, and you might want to do some for people who are homebodies, or you might want to do something for business people, and each one of them are going to have a different preference for the size of book that they're working with, okay? And so that's what we got started here. Now, where it's important, and this is something that's kind of shot a lot of authors in the foot over the years, the reason why people are slow to adopt print publishing, and I admit that I'm guilty of it too. I've been publishing online since 2000, did not make a print book until 2014, and it's because I was intimidated, and I'll explain to you. When you're dealing with a print formatted book, there are special formatting rules that you have to follow, and primarily you have your gutter space. And basically what we're looking at is what's in the middle of the book is actually glued in the binding, and so you have to reformat your pages differently. You can't center a line every page because you've got that gutter there that takes away some of your reading space. So the page on the left needs to be moved left to center, and what's on the right needs to be moved right of center. And we've already done the work for you within these templates to allow you to take our templates and be formatted formatted with the gutter already in the page. So you don't have to figure out how to format the gutter for your book. We've done it for you, okay? And that's what that's what you're going to find on the Microsoft Word Starter Templates page. Is a 6x9, 8x10, and 8.5x11, pre-formatted with the gutter already included. You don't have to worry about any of your gutter or your margins or any of that. We've taken care of all of it for you. So that's why you want to start here. Now, once you've gone through the CreateSpace training and understand how to upload your book to CreateSpace, and once you've gone through the training by Di Hauser, where she shows you how to insert an image or a template into MS Word, and she also shows you how to customize it with special text or whatever you may be inclined to do. Once you've gone through both of those trainings, you'll know exactly what to do to build these files, these book manuscripts that you can publish right away. And here's the thing, this is what makes our program truly exceptional. We have gone through and created a boatload of templates that you can just download to your hard drive and then insert into your formatted template, and then you can publish that book, and you can have a book published very quickly. Now, my buddy Mike Nielsen, I gave him early access to this website before it was finished, and he said, and like me, he had never published a print book before. Now, I published my first one 3 years ago. He published his first one this week. He had the same intimidation factor about guttering and margins and all that. He came in here and he watched our CreateSpace training, and then he downloaded our template here, and then he found templates that he wanted to include inside his book, and he was able to assemble his book, upload it to CreateSpace, and fill in all the blanks on the CreateSpace page, and submit his book for publication in less than 20 minutes. It's just mind-blowing how fast he was able to do it. The first time out, he published a book in 20 minutes. Of course, once you hit submit, you have to wait for CreateSpace to approve it. So I don't know if it's available on Amazon yet. Probably is, but I do not know for a fact that it is. But it usually takes anywhere from 24 to 72 hours for CreateSpace to approve your book for publication. And then once they approve your book for publication, it takes another 24 to 48 hours for that book to appear on Amazon. But once it's there, anytime somebody on Amazon buys that book that you've produced, you will be paid a royalty on that book, which is the cost at which you sold the book minus your production costs and minus Amazon's percentage. So with Mike's book, it was $9.63 goes to Create Space and Amazon for the sale of the book, and he prices the book at $15, so he's making $5.33 or 37 cents per copy sold on the book that took him 20 minutes to produce. Okay? So at that rate, you really do not need to sell a whole lot of books each and every month in order to make a decent living as a publisher of journals, diaries, and planners. Okay, so let me show you what we got within the website. And I will note that every time we change pages here, and I'm going to show you here in just a second, I'm going to go into the calendar page and watch this. So your templates here, I've got all opened, and I go to weeks, and then when I load the next page, it's going to close, it's going to collapse that menu again. So I'm looking for a WordPress widget that won't collapse when I change the page. But that's the only refinement I think I'm going to make to the site at this time. But we will be adding new templates every single month. So let me talk about this real quick. So with the calendars, on the 8.5 by 11, this is week 1 of the month, and then this is week 2 of the year. So this is the first week of January, second week of January. You can download it as a PNG, or as a PDF, and then when you go to publish it, you can insert it into your working book manuscript, and you'll have that on the page. Okay? So we've got the weekly setup for you. We've also got monthly setup for you. So like when you go to monthly, you'll see that you got January and February and March, and it's got all the days mapped out for you for 2018. And you can download this also as a PNG, a PDF, or a doc image, which means you can edit this if you want to change the colors. If you don't like red and you want your calendars to have blue on the borders, then you could edit your doc file right here. If you want to change the font that we used in the calendars, you can do that by editing your doc file right here. And then once you got all your changes made that you want to save it as a doc, and then go to your manuscript and insert the doc that you saved here, your calendar doc, insert that into your new book. Okay, your new book manuscript. So it's real easy to do all this, you know. You can insert the PNG or the PDF or the doc file, and you can edit the doc file before you upload it to the other side, okay? And with the calendars, we also have all your source documents. So all your source documents are right here, and just load those up and you'll be able to download them. Now with Microsoft, we right click and we save link as to download it to our hard drive. If you're on Macintosh, it works a little bit differently. I've never owned a Macintosh, so I can't tell you. I know most people who own Macintoshes know exactly what they should do. It's just not this, okay? But you want to save these files to your hard drive so you can insert them into your book manuscript later. Now, we've got the calendars covered for 6x9, 8x10, 8.5 by 11. We've also got all the source files for the calendars. And then we have additional templates. We've got blank pages and line pages. Then we've got covers and extras. And I'm just going to briefly touch on covers. I'm not going to show you the covers we have to save time, but when you go to Create Space, they have a book cover generator tool within their website. So you just select their tool and create your own book cover, and they make sure all the formatting is exactly right. And you can change your fonts and your font sizes, and you can change your title and your pen name, and they'll take care of all that for you. And they'll take care of your ISBN number and your purchase bar, your scan bar, whatever those are called. And your I'm not going to get lost on that. So they got all that information they load in, basically that thing that you scan across the cash register so that the store knows what the book is and what's priced, okay? So CreateSpace takes care of all that for you. And you can choose the formatting that they make available, but if you decide that you don't want to use a standard image that they have available for book covers, we've got those book covers available for you here. So you can use any of these book cover photos to create your book with when you're making your book cover on CreateSpace. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. So we've got blank pages and we got line pages, and let me show you how those work. So it'll take just a minute for this to load up, but your blank pages have your backgrounds on it, and we've got a large variety of backgrounds from which you can choose, and then you can just print blank pages with design work on them. Okay, that's what you get with the blank pages. Now let's go over to the line pages, and I have to open this again and go to lined and 8.5 by 11 again. And so here's your line pages, except this time we've got the borders with lines, and we've got all formats, so maybe you'll prefer one of these formats rather than one of the other ones that you've seen. So you just download the template here, save link as to your hard drive, then open up your book manuscript and insert this image into your book, and insert it 30 times because you've got a 30-page book, and then upload it to CreateSpace. And the only creativity you have to bring to it is how you lay out these templates within your book, what you name your book, and what pen name you're going to use when you publish your book. That's the creativity necessary to bring this together. And it's a super quick, lightning fast process to actually publish a book this way. So here are some of the other lined pages that we have available, just to kind of give you an indication of what's there. And we've also got, in total, there are 766 files that you can download within this package. And so each one of them are laid out as a template, and we've got different formats so that you can use them for your books. But under the extras, we have meal planners laid out in several different formats. And then we've got text box pages, and then we also have to-do lists in a variety of manners here. So with any of these, maybe you want to do a meal planner, and you've got your you set up your calendar at the front of it, then your meal planner into it, and then at the end of it you got your to-do list, and you can even, because the source files are available here, maybe you can even change it to your grocery shopping list, right? And put that inside the meal planner as well. So there's a lot of variety you can do here, and people often ask, with a system like this, what's preventing somebody from publishing a book like mine? Well, you're not. They're not, because you're going to have your own book cover on your own book cover design. You're going to have your own title, your own pen name, and your own combination of templates inside the book. And most people really don't care. As long as you give them what they want, there's no reason for them not to buy your book. Okay? So that's where we are with this program, and I just wanted to reiterate, this is a monthly subscription plan. So each and every month we're going to have more templates available for you. We will have in month 2, instead of the flower designs, we're going to go with something called boho, which is bohemian, or bohemian, yes, that's correct pronunciation, bohemian designs in month 2. And then month 3, we're going to have a different design element to all the templates we produce for you. And they will be available in 6x9, 8x10, and 8.5x11. And they will be available for you to download. And you'll be able to come through and cruise through the website and find the templates that just really stand out to you. And then you can assemble the book however way you see fit. But generally most journals and planners are 30, 52, or 90 pages in length. Primarily your 30-page planner, your 52-week planner, and your 90-day planner. And the same thing applies to your journals and your diaries, 30, 52, or 90 pages. So assemble your books, go to CreateSpace, fill in the information like we show you, and it takes no time at all to do that, and upload your manuscript file to CreateSpace, and then you have another book available on Amazon for people to purchase. And that's the thing, get more books out there. If you can only do this 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day. If you are as fast as Mike was when he put together his first book, you can produce 3 books a day in 1 hour. Let's just round it off and say you can produce 1 book in an hour, okay? Or, so if you do 1 hour a day, you have 5 books at the end of the week available for sale on Amazon. If you have 4 hours available on a Saturday afternoon and nothing during the week, you can still create 4 books in an afternoon, and then you can have 4 brand new books published on Amazon that people can buy, 4 more titles than what you had last week at this time, right? Okay? So that's what we're doing. It's just a matter of we're giving you the tools and resources and the training so that you can create these books really fast and get them up on the marketplace, in the marketplace, for Amazon buyers to purchase, for iBookstore buyers to purchase, for Barnes & Noble buyers to purchase. These books work, If people find them, they like them, they want to buy them, they'll buy them. And you can make anywhere from $2 to $15 per copy sold. And you can get paid those royalties month after month after month after month. So that's the approach we're taking here. We want to create as many books as possible in as short of a window as possible, so that we can get more books out there, more books out there, more books out there. That's our goal. The more buying opportunities people have to find our books, the more money we're going to make, okay? So month 1, 766 files that you can download, and then recreate those files for upload into your book manuscript. Mike was able to do it in 20 minutes. Let's just plan on you doing it in an hour, okay? But you can produce, depending on how much time you have available, you can produce these really quickly and create for yourself a legacy that's going to pay you money every single month, okay? And the industry itself, when I looked at the calendar industry, the planner industry, they were talking, there's no concrete numbers on exactly how much everybody's selling in that genre, in that niche, but it's over $1 billion a year just in planners sold every year in paper format. On the diaries, we're talking like a $1.5 billion a year industry, right? With journals, just standard journals, the numbers. The tricky thing with the numbers is I can see the numbers, but it's not comprehensive. It's not a full, accurate assessment. So when I see $1 billion a year in journals, that's only the $1 billion we know about. We have no idea how much is really taking place out there. So with journals, planners, and diaries, we're looking at $3.5 billion a year in global sales with these products. And you now have, once you're a member of this website, you have the training you need in order to be able to publish these books quickly, and you have a never-ending supply of templates that you can use within your books to create more and new and interesting designs that you can put on Amazon to sell and to make royalties from. So my name is Bill Platt. Along with Di Hauser, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you like what you see here, scroll down to the bottom of the page and purchase one of our subscription plans so you can gain access to this material as well. And get to publishing. Publish more books, publish more books. The more you publish, the more you're going to make in the long run. So, thank you again. My name is Bill Platt. Until next time, have a great day.